Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, members of committee. I have a brief presentation for you this morning on the restructuring of the Transit Division. So to ensure that our employees have a line of sight to the city's vision to be the best place to raise a child and age successfully, we created our aspiration, defined what our purpose is, and created goals to get us there. Our aspiration is transit, your first choice. We defined our purpose, which is to provide customer-focused service that is safe, reliable, and inclusive. We then established our goals to get to transit being your first choice, and those goals are to consistently provide a customer experience that meets or exceeds the expectations of our current customer base while building on a reputation that attracts new customers, to maintain a transit service and infrastructure that keeps our system in a state of good repair, and to take ownership of a system that increases modal split through growth within current conditions and expansion to accommodate future needs. So why did we restructure the Transit Division? Firstly, we have a responsibility to adapt our services to meet the changing needs of our customers. On an average day, we interact with approximately 50,000 people. We can be the difference between people getting a leg up or failing. The changing needs and wants of our customers is out of our control, but listening to them and changing the way we respond to their needs and wants is not. We have to place emphasis on better understanding our current customers, knowing who our potential customers are, and evolving to meet their transportation needs. In order to do this, we created a new section called Customer Experience and Innovation. This new section will bring all of our customer service, marketing, and information technology resources together to meet both conventional and specialized transit customer needs. We are aligning ourselves to better deliver on the city's priorities. We want to be the best place to raise a child and age successfully. The community has clearly identified public transportation as a priority to achieving our vision. It's critical then for us to structure ourselves to better deliver on this priority. Earlier in 2017, changes were made to the Public Works Department in order to take into account and address the reciprocal nature of work within the department and with other parts of the city, to reduce coordination costs, resolve and reduce redundant management work, to group specialized tasks that require little or no crossover with other parts of the organization, to optimize use of human capital, and establish clear accountability for work. The Public Works leadership team at the director level developed 3 priorities for the new structure to focus on, which are performance management, continuous improvement, and internal communications. Aligning ourselves with these principles and priorities puts us in a position to adapt how we manage the constantly changing landscape of public transportation. Finally, we are planning for our future as an organization. We are seeing and will continue to see an increased rate of employee turnover as long-term employees retire and younger employees explore the variety of opportunities available to them. We must prepare ourselves in all aspects of our business for generations to come. It is critical to our success that we recognize the diversity of our city and the diversity of our residents' transportation needs. The amount of talent, experience, and knowledge that our employees collectively hold is astounding. Hundreds, if not thousands, of years' worth of employment with transit. We need to make sure that we learn from the best of the past to chart our course for the future. So here's our new structure. We created a new section called Customer Experience and Innovation, which is being led by Dennis Guy. This section is responsible for consolidating both proactive and reactive customer interactions, introducing innovation to address changing customer needs, and investing in attracting new riders, and making the connection between our customers, technology, and our services. Our IT section has been moved from support service to the new section. There were no changes to the fleet and maintenance section, which is still being led by Mark Selkirk. Operations is now being led by Mark Williams, who joined HSR back in April. We returned the training section back to operations from support services. We also consolidated the former transit planning and customer service section, which reported to Jim Doms, who retired earlier in the year. And we combined that with the strategy and infrastructure section, which was formerly led by Christine Lee Morris, who just recently retired. And we created the new transit planning and infrastructure section, now under the leadership of Jason Vanderhyde. Nancy Purser still leads the support services section. As you can see from this new structure, ATS is no longer a section on its own. It's been divided between customer experience and innovation and the planning and infrastructure sections. ATS customer service has moved to the customer experience and innovation section, which allows for the coordination of customer service functions between both specialized and conventional transit, allowing for elimination of duplicate work. The contract administration function of ATS is now part of the Planning and Infrastructure Group. George Brovac is now responsible for special projects, which will include creating and updating all our standard operating procedures for each section, updating rules, regulations, and policies, as well as contingency planning. The new structure is about optimizing the talent we already have on board, keeping in line with our people and performance plan. I want to note that this was done internally with staff expertise. We didn't hire a consultant, but did this through consultation with the teams who knew best what needed to be done and how they thought we needed to be organized in order to get it done. The new structure is within both our current complement and current budget. Thank you, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Debbie. Councillor Ferguson.
Well, it sounds like a good structure, Debbie, but just one question. I think you made it, you answered it in your final comment. There's no change to FTEs then?
Through the chair, that's correct.
Okay, that's all my questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Jackson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I really appreciate the new director bringing this forward. I had contacted her a couple of times, and it was just a matter of getting familiar with some of the new faces in her management lineup. I like her new structure very much, and understanding the roles and responsibilities below each new manager and with the ones that have continuity as well. So thank you, Debbie, for bringing that forward. Just to be clear then, Debbie, in the future then, in dealing with Mark Mindorf and the DARTS organization, did I hear you correctly that Dennis Guy and Jason Vanderhyde, to some degree between the two of their portfolios, now will be kind of consulting with and working with DARTS, Madam Chair, through you?
Through the chair. So anything relating to customer service will be under Dennis Guy's area of customer experience and innovation. And then we will have a specific staff member in regards to the administration of the DARTS contract working with Jason. So yes, they will work together, but the two individuals will be in the separate sections.
Terrific to know. Thank you, Debbie. Good luck with the new organization. Thanks, Madam Chair.
Thank you, and that's all the speakers that I have. Moved to receive by Councillor Ferguson, seconded by Councillor Marula. All those in favour?
Thank you.
Carried. Thank you, Debbie.